Howdy. How's everybody doing today? Hey, today I got out, it's hot as crap out here today. It's August the 2nd, I think it is. But anyway, I got our gnat bucket going right here, our smoke for the gnats, so that's what you'll see. And I'm not homeless, I just dress this way. I'm off work today and leisure is the word. So I got out here today, I was going to shoot the bow a little bit, and this is my bow of, you've been keeping up with me, a good friend Tracy White made this bow, gave it to me. Got a persimmon riser and cedar limbs, everything from our neck of the woods. He planed the wood, he did everything himself, and it's a fine. He did buy a strip of bamboo and put it in the middle of it. And I put a tennis grip on it. I like a rubber grip on a bow. And so I put a tennis grip on it, got my Great Northern quiver here, and got it suited up with some Simmons broadheads. It's ready for killing. So I had an issue. I got to shooting last week, and for the last month or so, and my middle finger is killing me. And I got arthritis. I hate to say that word. That's like an old people word. But anyway, my joint is killing me. So shooting split finger aggravates the crap out of it. So I started back shooting 3 under. I was playing with it the last few days. But when I shot 3 under before and I got target panic so bad I couldn't draw the bow, it was from trying to be an aimer. So what I started back shooting split finger and just hit a good solid anchor, look at my spot, and was back the way I was supposed to shoot. Well, I decided that since I'm going back to shooting 3 under, I'm not going to aim. I'm going to shoot just like I did split finger. Draw the bow back, be at anchor, and let her eat. And one thing I focused on, and I think I'm going to title this video, how a bow hunter didn't really beat target panic, but was successful with target panic. How about that? But I focus on if I shoot premature, I'm on target. I'm not going to shoot long shots. I shoot close anyway. 20 yards is a really long shot for me. And I'm going to shoot some shots right here. And it's probably about 12 yards or so. 12, maybe. I could step it off, but it may be closer to 15. But anyway, and I've been shooting and it's working really good for me. And I just simply draw the bow 3 under, and I thought I would shoot low making this change, but I've been hitting pretty good actually. But I'll draw the bow to anchor. I don't look at the point or nothing like that. You do in your subconscious. Most people, almost everybody with few exceptions, subconsciously knows where the arrow is at in reference to the target. And some will argue with you about that, and some actually can really shoot truly instinctive. And I could shoot truly instinctive. I mean, I could shoot pretty good, but I'd have bad days where I couldn't hit the side of a barn. But anyway, I'll come up, and my arrow comes up directly under what I want to hit. I'll draw the bow straight back, and when I hit anchor, I'm bearing down on my spot. And the arrow just goes where I'm looking, but in my subconscious, I do, or maybe peripheral, is that the right word? In my peripheral vision, I do see the arrow up under what I'm shooting at. I don't look at something and say, well, that's 21 yards or 15 or 12. I got to put my point here or there. I don't do that. But I know where the arrow's at. It actually gives you confidence having that reference. And so I don't know if you would call it instinctive or what. Maybe indirect aiming, maybe, something like that. But regardless, I had plans to shoot a whole bunch of different bows, and you know, plans change. I have become addicted to this bow right here. I love shooting it. I can't put it down. So I'll go ahead and tell you now, this will be the bow, Lord willing, that I go hunting with when pig season comes in here in a couple of weeks, or a small game, and I'll be hunting pigs and scouting. And this will also be the bow that I'm going to hunt probably all year with. I may hunt with a few different bows, but I really love this bow. I've grown to just to enjoy shooting it, and it's a little quicker than what I'm used to, but I've weighted the arrows up pretty good. I got like maybe a 580 grain arrow, and this bow is 48 pounds at my draw length. It shoots. I got no worries about the bow doing this job, and I've really built some confidence about me doing my job at my hunting ranges. And I probably won't shoot a 30-yard practice arrow all year because I care nothing about it. I'm going to be my goal is for every critter that comes within 15 yards that I want to kill, I will kill. I'll make a good shot on him. So that's what I'm after. And he'll be broadside or a little quartering away, or he won't get shot at. So here we go. I guess I'm not the one to give shooting advice, but I am gonna let you watch me shoot a few arrows, and I guess if anything, it'll show you that you don't have to have good form to kill stuff. How about that? But I'll show you what the challenges I have had shooting a stick bow the past few years, and I've not beat the target panic, but I've developed a shooting technique that allows me to make good shots under hunting ranges. So here we go. I'll show you a little bit of that. All right, here we go. I got 3 arrows here. I normally just shoot 1, but for the sake of walking back into on camera, I'm going to shoot 3. And these won't be target archers groups, but they'll be dead deer and hogs, what they'll be. I got a target right here. It's got 2 spots on it, and I hardly ever shoot a bag target. I always shoot broadheads in the dirt or walk around and stump shoot, but I do have an old, I think it's actually a crossbow target. And I'll shoot at the bottom right spot on it right here. So here we go. Let's shoot a few arrows. Don't laugh at my form. It ain't going to be good or perfect or none of that stuff. It'll be what it is. But this is not a how-to video. This is not a video on form. It's a video of an old guy that suffered from target panic terrible, but loved bow hunting too much to quit. And I've just adapted a way that allows me to shoot. And I'm continuously working on hitting anchor. That's the biggest thing if anybody's ever had this mess, is hitting anchor. And with me not worrying about aiming anymore, I'll pick my spot I want to hit down there. The bow comes up, and I do make sure the arrow is no left and right. The arrow's under the target. And I'll come up, and then I'll just come to full draw and let her eat. That's how we do. Shoot 3 arrows real quick. And I've started 3 under because I don't know if you can tell it, but that knuckle right there is shot out. And it's, I've jammed it a few times. I've had all kind of problems with it, and it hurts. But it don't hurt shooting 3 under. I guess when it was split, I don't know. Anyway, this works, and that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. I'm not gonna talk or anything through my shots because I struggle to shoot anyway, so that'll just add to the problems. That was a little quicker than normal. Let's see if I can get some more control on this one. Good shot. Alrighty, them wasn't perfect shots, but they dead deer all day. I did shoot faster than I normally do. I think that I got panic from you guys watching me. So let's shoot 3 more and see if I do better. All right, so I'm gonna shoot 3 shots here. We had, actually I moved back 14 steps. I'm not going to, there again, this is not a shooting video. This is how you can be successful with target panic. I'm on target as I'm coming back, so if I happen to shoot in front or back, I'm still trying to beat this mess, and I'm working on things. And honestly, I don't need any advice if you're going to give me some, because I've read everything there is, and I'm working on it. But I'm not going to quit hunting until it gets there. I'm going to, at this range, I'm going to kill stuff. I'll prove that to you right here with terrible form. Watch these arrows. Bottom right spot right there will kill the deer every time. There you go. Them are not the prettiest shots in the world. I mean, it's a group of us big around, actually. Not very far, it was 14 yards. I could back up to 20. What are you doing? It seems like every time I make a movie, this dog comes up here. Come here, Daisy Mae, come here. Y'all gotta see it. Come here. You done been up here done molesting my movie right here. Where you going? Come back. You been down there chasing squirrels? Go get in the pond and cool off. Go ahead. You smell like a fish anyway. That's exactly where she's headed, to the pond. I love my dog. If you don't like dogs, unfriend me on Facebook and don't watch no more of my videos. Let's get my arrows. All right, here we go, one more time. And see how we do. This is I come back to 15 yards. And this is probably, probably as far as I'll shoot at animals. That's one of the keys to I have a very high success rate on recovery, really high. And the key to that ain't because I can shoot good, because I can't. The key to that is I'm disciplined on my shots. I shoot close shots, with this being a long one. And I won't shoot at an animal unless he's turned perfect, you know. And you can, you know, if he's standing quartering to you, just give him a minute. He'll turn sideways. And if you don't get to shoot at him, at least you ain't gommed all your woods up trailing something you ain't gonna find and lost an animal. Just wait him out and he'll leave, and then maybe you shoot him tomorrow. So make good choices on your shot selection. That's way more important than being a good shot. Shoot within your range, but make good choices. Here we go. I did something different on that shot there, and I'll talk about it in just a minute. Let me shoot these other two arrows here. All right, let's look at that. My camera's got crooked. My dog messed me up a while ago. Alrighty. That wasn't a bad group for a fella suffering from target panic at 15 yards, right? I mean, that's, it worked. I want to talk about the first shot. If you saw me, I came back, and somewhere in here, I hesitated a second, then I came on back. I learned that from my good friend, Gary Chin in Canada. I watch his hunting. He's a cool guy. I can listen to him talk all day long. But I watch his shooting videos, and he doesn't shoot like all your target archers. He has his own style, and he'll try different things. But anyway, that hesitating in front, I learned from him, and I think he had picked it up from Horace Ford. He read a book by Horace Ford, who was like 100 years ago or more, was a super good archer in England. I'm not an archer, I'm a bow hunter. But in order to be a successful bow hunter, I got to be able to make good shots in my range. So I learned from anybody, anything I can. Mr. Gary learned this technique from Horace Ford, a book, and he passed it on one of his videos. And so what happens is, when and what it is, evidently I've never read the book, but Horace Ford would hesitate before he got to anchor and then come on back. But what I started doing on that first shot, it happened to me. And it happens to me on animals sometimes, even shooting split finger. When I draw the bow back, and if you've ever had target panic, you know what I'm talking about. You start getting this really anxious, I don't know the word, anxiety. I mean, you just start coming apart. And so when I feel that, and I felt it then, and you'll feel it all in your stomach and your back, you'll start to quiver. And some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and some of you guys think I'm crazy. And let's hope you never have to deal with it. But when I started feeling that, and I just stop. I keep the back tension, but I stop in front of my face, and I don't let that be idle time. What I do is I bear down. I clear my mind of any doubt. That's what it is. That's what causes your target panic, in my opinion, is fear of missing. and I just get all the doubt out of my head, and all this happens in a split second. I stop. My brain says, "Get it together, fool," and I put all my focus on the spot I want to hit. I hesitate right here. My eyes are wide open. My focus is like this big around. I feel that coming on. I hesitate, and it's like I hit the zoom button with my eyes, and they go down to my spot, and that relief comes over me. I'm back on task. I come on back and shoot, and that's it. I've killed several deer like that, and hogs, and it helped me. It helps me to overcome that target panic. It makes me put the brakes on. I'm going too fast. Let's stop, get this thing right, and then start driving again. I guess that's the way to put it. But it works for me. That arrow was probably the best arrow I shot all day long. And you know, there's all kind of drills you can do to overcome this mess. And I've seen guys that couldn't even draw the bow half draw, and I thank the Lord I ain't been like that. But shooting split finger, I can come on back to anchor and actually hold a second. And I'm working on that, but I don't have to hold. John Schultz says, hold long, hold wrong. How can you argue with a guy that can shoot stuff in the air you throw up? You know what I mean? He's a good shot. But there's people, my heroes in archery, like Jason Westbrook, those guys, they'll draw the bow back, and my friend Chris Bikes, and hold and shoot dime. I mean, just incredible shots. But everybody's not built the same, and that doesn't work for me. And there's nothing wrong with the technique. There's a reason that all the world champions shoot 3 under in gap, because it's very, very, very accurate way of shooting. But if I can't do it, and there's some of you guys can't do it, stop fighting it. Find something that works for you. And I don't have no clickers. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm a hunter first. I'm a bow hunter. I'm not an archer. And I want to kill game at 15 yards or less. And if I were going somewhere that, like out west, they say it's impossible to get that close to them because it's so open country, and I believe that, then I would work on 30-yard shots using the same technique, or 20 or 25 or whatever. But unless I was hitting it like right there every single time, I don't know how many times I shot there, maybe 3 groups or 4, and every one of them was in a place like this. And that's filling the freezer, what that is. And but anyway, I just wanted to show y'all a little something about how I shoot, and not so much as like I'm a good shot or nothing, because I'm not, but to show you guys that struggle that you don't have to be able to shoot 1-inch groups at 25 yards to be successful killing animals. I've killed hundreds of deer and hogs. I'll say it again, hundreds of them, and I'm not a good shot, but I know what my restraints are. I know what my distances are, and I don't cheat them. So there you go. Another video. Again, shout out to Mr. Gary Chin. He's got some pretty cool stuff. You ought to watch him sometimes on his YouTube channel. But you know, find something that works for you and use it. Don't be afraid to try other stuff. And when I quit from shooting split finger and went to shooting split several years ago, I could shoot 30-yard groups like we were just shooting there. I could shoot at 30 yards and felt really confident. And then it kind of snuck up on me. I can't explain it, and I got where I couldn't get nothing. So there you go. That's how I shoot the bow. It works for me. And I also want to appreciate my friend Tracy White for this fine bow right here. And I had fully intentions I was going to shoot split finger the whole time. Then I got this knot on my finger killing me right here, and you know, why fight it? And by not aiming, by just drawing the bow back, I couldn't tell any difference in the way I shoot. I really thought I would be shooting low, but it's hitting right where I'm looking at right there. And it's pretty cool stuff. Fine bow, fine day. Thank you, good Lord. A fine dog over there running around over there too. I heard her jump a rabbit a while ago. When she trees a squirrel, it's a real hard bark. If she jumps a deer, it's a real hard bark. If she jumps a rabbit, she squeals. It's crazy. It's like she's whining when she's after it. She just went out after a rabbit through the creek right. Show y'all some history before we go, all right? A lot of people ask, what is this smoking in the background? Well, I was raised in the country, and there's just as many gnats and all that stuff back then as they are now, and I was one of those kids that you did not stay in the house. I grew up on a farm. We had to work, and I'm glad we did, because that's what's wrong today, is no work ethic in the youth. But I had to work. It was a part of life, and I didn't dread it. I don't feel abused, not one bit. I always ate good, had plenty of clothes to wear, got to hunt and fish when I was a kid more than most people do in their lifetime, and I was raised by the best people in the world. And we have a smoke right here to keep gnats away from you. This is my grandma's old trick I learned. And it's in a wash tub. And what's really sad is probably half the people watching this don't even know what a wash tub is. But this is a small wash tub with pine straw and stuff in it. And you'd have it out wherever you were at in the yard or on the porch or whatever, and just keep it covered up with old rags or old burlap sacks and crap like that. Keep it stifled down. It'd smoke all day and keep all the mosquitoes and gnats away. So there you go. Tip from the country boy. I hope y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Keep the good Lord first. And once again, we're getting closer and closer to hunting time. Catch y'all later.